Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Alex Express here with Angle Sports Center, and it's that time of the week. Your fishing report. It's pretty much Independence Day weekend, so we're gonna tell you what happened this past week. Let's start off with, like always, your rock fishing. What's going on with that? Let's start off with chumming. Chumming has been pretty much one of the most productive ways to go out there and get your limits. Essentially, like we've been saying for the past month now, everything's going to be north of the bridge right now. Essentially, if you're down south towards Solomon's, any of those areas, you're having a hard time finding like good quality sized fish. If you're down in Solomon's, let's say you can go out there in the mouth of the Patuxent, shoot out to 72A, 70, and find some good areas where you can chum. A lot of small fish, but you could find some keepers down there. Let's move up to the mouth of the chop tank. Around those areas, there's the reef outside the mouth of the chop tank. People have been, live lining some spot if you can find them down there. I know down south you guys are finding a lot more spot than we are up this way. So that's been a productive way, just drifting over top of that reef and pretty much live lining those. Now let's move up to this area. Essentially up in this area, Hackett's has slowed down. Everybody has been fishing Pedicry Point, Love Point. Mainly everybody's up in Swan Point right now since those fish moved up a little bit. 7-foot knoll and fishing inside the Patapsco around the Key Bridge. So that's it for your chumming there. Remember, it's all about the tide, so that changes date to date. So make sure you have some incoming, outgoing tide, and get some fresh bait, and you'll be good. Mainly LY, some soft crabs. Some people have been even trying live lining, white perch, and having some luck with that. Now, trolling wise, those guys are going to be your best friends now. Bottom bouncing with those guys, the hoses, the famous red hose. About that size is perfect size for this time of the year. Black, red, green, and even some purple. That's what you guys want to troll. You can troll this with an inline weight, 10 foot of leader to your inline weight, whatever weight you need to get it down to whatever depth you need it to go. Troll about 2 to 3.5 miles an hour, and you'll find some fish. Especially since we got a little, small amounts of bluefish moving in, and that's a good way to do some trolling this time of the year. Essentially, if you're going to troll triple buoys, anywhere from there to the Bay Bridge, that's going to be some of your best areas to do that. Now, jigging wise, it's pretty much going to be the same thing. Same areas as we were talking about last week. Bay Bridge pilings, Swan Point, around the triple buoys, around that channel marker there. Baltimore Lighthouse, inside the Patapsco, towards the Key Bridge, those areas, those have been productive. Now, this time of the year, if you're fishing the main stem of the bay, you want to switch to some of these guys. They're 5-inch, 7-inch Siemens, elastic product. You can see you can literally don't even rip them apart. So good for bluefish if they're around. If you're around a lot of small fish and you're just catching a lot of schoolies, they won't rip them. So try those out. Top water bite has been really productive this time of the year. Eastern Bay, around the grass flats, down south towards the Crisfield and all those areas. Inside the Patapsco towards the inner harbor and a lot of those areas in there. We got them back in stock. Smack It. This is the full size Smack It black. That's my favorite color. That will catch a lot of fish. Can't go wrong with that color. We have 6 different colors. Limit 3 per person, so get them while you can. You know how they're hard to get, so make sure you get some of those. Crankbaits, stick baits, jerk baits, whatever you want to call them. Rapala, long casts, essentially single hooks, makes it easier to get all those fish off. Productive around shallow water, around Baltimore Lighthouse, Love Point. Check those spots out; they're doing great. Let's do a little bit of crabbing. Crabbing has been picking up for you guys. Crabbing has been doing pretty well early in the mornings. Incoming tides, racer clams, 15 or less. I know everybody's been saying 10 to 5 foot of water, so that's going to be your best bet for right now. Perch fishing, typical perch spots, anywhere in the creeks. I know the colors change. Perch pounders, can go wrong with those. Super rooster tails, play with the sizes depending on how deep you are. Everybody's catching a decent amount of white perch. Guys fishing from piers, Sandy Point, still doing okay. Ramaco kind of slowed down a little bit. Kent Narrows at night, evening and mornings. Gotcha plugs have been doing pretty well for you guys from Kent Narrows. You just jerk them around, cast them out, 1 ounce. That color's perfect there, the silver one. Or you can use jigs, 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce, up to 1 ounce, depending on the time, with any kind of soft plastic like that. You guys use some bait from the shore, bloodworms for perch, might catch some spot, even some catfish. Strictly for rockfish, cut LY and soft crabs. So those are going to be your best baits out there. You know, fishing in the ocean's been pretty good. A lot of, you know, flounder fishing. So go for that. Sharks from the beach, and that's pretty much it for right now. You know, and that's it for your fishing report. Make sure you subscribe, give us some likes, you know, share, and just send us your reports, pictures to be put up on our fishing report. And you guys have a good one, and happy Independence Day.